This week on Jordan Jaunts.
We're in Vernazza, the most elegant village in the Cinque Terre. We explore its colourful harbour, walk its ancient streets and alleyways, and make the winding climb up to the castle.
But could this picture-perfect village become our favourite of all five? Let's find out. Welcome to Vernazza, another of these beautiful villages in Cinque Terre.
Let's go and have a look at this one and see how it compares.
We've arrived here and straight away it feels different. We've come right down into the hill before we're seeing any houses really, whereas Riomaggiore started up in the hill and tumbled down into the ocean and the sea.
Already it feels quieter, could be time of day. I also think it's a less touristy village to visit. Although I can hear a lot of noise, so maybe I'm talking rubbish. Oh my goodness, I really was talking rubbish. Look how busy it is here. And here's the train station, which feels like a really good way to get around, don't you think?
It does, otherwise you're on the hairpin bends. It does feel different again, but it's like so great when you think about places so close together and they've got their own uniqueness. I do think this is smaller, but it's got its own charm. It's very deceiving. You walk in, it's a small car park, you've got a couple of bars and restaurants that feel quite local, not much more to it. You hardly hear noise, and you come round the corner and whoa, here you are. You're just like, where did this come from? It's incredible.
It really is bustling. Something we just learned. I had assumed that the summer would be busier, but we've just learned that actually September and October is one of the busiest times to come here. I imagine because of the temperature it is just that bit cooler right now. Look at that harbour.
Nicola? Wow.
Oh, I love that. Stunning, look at this. I love this. I prefer this to Riomaggiore. I know I said I wouldn't have a favourite, but I prefer this to Riomaggiore. I don't know, it's the way it's tucked in, but yet it's still got a big square. This beats Riomaggiore for me. This is beautiful. Can we go and look some more? Let's go. Come, it's beautiful. I'm a wee bit blown away by the harbour wall doing its job. You should see this sea.
It does feel a bit like a photo shoot here, doesn't it?
Well, these are iconic viewpoints, so of course it does. Everyone wants a bit of this.
Aye, exactly. And listen, don't blame them.
Because we want a bit of this.
But how lucky are you? You can sit and watch this on your TV or your phone, just watching our travels. If you've not subscribed so far, please subscribe. It makes such a difference to us and supports our channel. See the distance, there's quite a few people in swimming. I've got a surprise for you.
Okay, can't wait.
Come and see what I've arranged for tonight.
Okay.
Now, how is that for romantic?
James, that might be the most romantic thing you have ever done for me in 30 years. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Beautiful.
This is quite
You get up.
tight, this one. Oof.
So quirky and fun.
It is quirky and fun. It's a wee bit dark in here. Ooh.
Really dark.
What? I thought it was tight in the Leaning Tower of Pisa yesterday, but this is a different level. There's a wee viewpoint there. Another.
This is a mess.
€2 to see this amazing castle, and it's meant to be breathtaking views. So come with us and look at these. This should be spectacular.
Oh wow.
Best view in the house, or best view in the town.
Absolutely. And it's worth €2.
It's
Fantastic.
incredible.
Although it's not an easy climb.
Danger of falling into the void. Wow.
Do you think that bears known void?
Absolutely.
Now, on sort of thoughts here, right? Look at this tower here.
Yeah.
That's how I imagined the Leaning Tower of Pisa would look.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it would just be maybe slightly taller, but that's the sort of, I thought it would be a wee bit, it's sort of a wee bit, what's the word?
Medieval.
Medieval, yeah, rather than what it was of the marble. That's how I imagined it.
Oh well, no wonder you were impressed then, if that's what you were expecting and what you got was the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this has got its charm as well.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm sure this one's got a slight bend in it. What a coastline this is. This is so breathtaking. I never expected it to be like this. Now sometimes your head, you've got an expectation how you would imagine driving along the Cinque Terre, and then when you come, it changes all those sort of thoughts the way you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you mean you realise you were wrong? I mean...
Yeah, well that's yeah, I realised I was wrong. I had obviously flawed vision of the place.
Absolutely.
It's just so much better, and even here, just this has got better and better as we've come into it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it here. I like this a lot.
So Corniglia, the other village, is over here. Now let's go and do a wee teaser to get you in the mood for when we actually visit tomorrow. And then once we get to the stage of we've visited all 5 villages Cinque Terre, it'd be great to get in the comments what was your favourite village and why it was your favourite village.
Let's go up the tower.
My goodness. I thought the stairs in the, I said it earlier, but I thought the stairs in the Leaning Tower were narrow, but this, they're a different level. But I think the view will be worth it. Then we'll get to the top and we'll be like, wow, that is worth it. Quite a hike. Busy up here, but no wonder it's got such a stunning view.
Brilliant, thank you. That was a tight fit. Backpack, dog, me, and a couple of Americans.
Now look at this for the best view in the house.
I know this is a tower. I wonder if it was at one point a lighthouse, because it would make sense for this to be a lighthouse to let the mariners know that they were close to home. It is unique, and you definitely understand its status as a World Heritage Site. Having a best time. Hope you are too. Hope you're enjoying coming along with us. And we'll show you some more. When we were in Riomaggiore, I'd said how authentic it felt, but there are a lot of Airbnbs and tourist rooms there. This Vernazza feels more authentic. While there were plenty of Airbnbs, it seems to me that there are fewer, and what we can see from here, there's a school, a church, a cemetery, all the things that suggest there are people who live here on the daily, and what a place to live.
Church down there, school, cemetery up there. Over there we've got Monte Rosso al Mare, and we'll show you that tomorrow.
And here we are. Misimo is here.
That was definitely €2 well spent.
I think it was great value. €2 compared to €20 for the Leaning Tower. The thing is, this one didn't even have a lean in it, so you should get a discount for the Pisa one. Anyway, I would say the views at the top of this one were much better. It was nice looking over Pisa, but not the views here.
Well, we nearly had a repeat of Viewpoints, where we were locked in without notice.
I think it's going to be a bit of an issue. There's about another 50 people still in there.
There's a lot of people still up there and a lot of people still going.
Yes.
So I'm not sure. Should we tell? They're closing it now, so if you're wanting to go in, they're closing it. Chodo. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just telling you to save you a walk up the stairs. Oh, it's so lovely. Is this your bar? No. It's lovely.
Video maker.
Pardon?
Video.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, what about the drink? No,
We've got to drive, so thank you, but this is lovely. Good. There's lots of people coming down, so hopefully you'll be busy. Ciao, grazie. Buonasera. That is such a lovely bar on the way down. I would have stayed if we weren't driving. That man could really do with a sign for that bar, couldn't he?
Oh, definitely that bar is stupendous.
But there's nothing that tells anybody.
But no one, to be fair, is going to go in that bar at the moment when the sun's out, it's warm. That's later on this evening when the lights go down.
James, we need to go, come on.
No. We maybe just stay for half an hour. Wow. Definitely picked the wrong hotel tonight.
Decision made. I'm the driver. Those roads are something else, and I don't want to be driving up in those in the dark, I'm afraid.
It gets dark at 7 PM, so we've got 10 minutes back to the car, 45 minutes to the hotel, so let's make a move.
Tell you what though, when we come back tomorrow, a drink is definitely on the menu.
But which village will we be visiting tomorrow? Stay tuned.
And we will see you, well, back here
Yes,
in
we
the
will.
Cinque Terre, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.